and welcome to the TMZ Podcast. I'm Charlie Cotton.
I'm Charlie Neff.
And we got a great episode today.
Do we?
Yep.
Oh,
yep.
I like the optimism.
Well, I don't know how well it's going to go.
Okay.
But the stories are meaty. We've got like a lot of like verses. Sabrina versus Barry Keoghan. They just broke up.
Yep.
Jazelle versus Tom Brady.
Mm-hmm. The exes.
The side-by-side of their lives right now is...
Couldn't be more different.
It couldn't. And finally, Judge Mathis versus the LA Department of Water and Power.
What a feud.
Because he got into it with a city worker who was allegedly blocking his driveway.
Yes.
To begin with, though, Sabrina Carpenter, arguably the hottest musician on the planet right now.
Yep.
Her and Barry Keoghan have decided to take a break, reportedly. This after a year of dating.
Yes. So there's been a lot of reports that they've been like on and off. It's kind of been like a toxic relationship. And then recently there were some rumors that surfaced, I think on Dumois, that Barry was spotted at the San Vicente Bungalows, like very private membership only place here in LA. He was there with like an influencer.
Some TikToker.
Some TikTok girl.
All right.
And it has been confirmed that Sabrina and him are not together. Unclear what came first, him going out with this girl or the breakup, but they are not together right now. And I don't know. I how do you feel about this couple? I honestly don't care about this couple.
I honestly don't think they were ever a couple.
Wait, what do you mean?
Well, I mean, they were spotted out together.
Yeah.
If my AI-generated question and answer is any indication.
What is AI generated?
Well, I just went to one of those AI things that how many times were they actually seen and photographed together? The answer on AI is 4 times.
Okay.
So can you have a relationship being spotted out together 4 times?
They've talked about each other.
I know they've talked about. I think it's a big ruse. A huge old ruse.
You think they're just shouting each other out just to shout each other out?
100%, because it's so good for their career. You know how Barry was in her...
You don't even think they were ever together at all? You think it's all made up?
Barry was in her Please, Please, Please music video, right?
She picked him.
About a foreign guy cheating on his girl. Like, how closely can art imitate life or life imitate art? It's just not real. You know what I mean? And now,
So
apparently
you
he
think
cheated on her.
cheating is not real?
I think that they,
Cheating happens daily.
I don't know they were ever together. Like, they were,
okay.
They
were definitely together. That's ridiculous.
How many photos have we got of them holding hands or like out?
Well, just because they don't pose for the paparazzi? I mean, like, what are we saying? Just because they haven't, like, done red carpet appearances?
And her biggest song, maybe
I feel like you always, if it's like Taylor and Travis stepping out so public, it's like, no, they're not together.
I'm a cynical
guy. And then if they're not together, it's like they're not together. Like, you never believe people are together.
No,
either way.
I'm very cynical, and I believe
Who do you think is actually together and dating?
I believe Jazelle and Joaquin.
Okay, all right.
I can't be sure. She looks pregnant, though. I mean.
Oh, okay. So there was something at least.
But I just thought, it's pretty funny that, he goes to a bunch of her shows.
Mm-hmm.
He's in her Please, Please, Please about a foreign guy cheating. And now, apparently, this foreign guy cheated on her. And now she's the biggest star in the world.
We don't know if they weren't together and maybe he was out. Maybe the little lunch date or whatever it wasn't anything romantic.
Yeah, maybe.
It could have been like maybe they're working on a project together or, I mean, who knows?
I've just been fooled so many times that I'm just not going to be fooled again.
That girl that he was allegedly with, oh my God, the hate this girl is getting. Everyone's going to her Instagram right now. Beautiful girl. She's got like 4 million followers.
Right. Oh, wow.
But everyone's commenting on her photos because she had posted something saying like, oh, when a guy chooses you out of a sea of women.
Oh.
And everyone's commenting being like, girl, like he left espresso for like just a cheap iced tea. Or like, they're like trying to say like she's like not that great. But like, I think she's fine.
But if you were this girl, and even if like you never even seen Barry ever, would you lean into these sort of like rumors swirling just to help yourself?
Absolutely. I mean, she kind of is by posting like, oh, when a guy picks you out of a sea of women.
I guess we still don't even know her name.
No, we do.
But we just don't know it right here.
Yes.
Look it up.
I don't need to.
I'm telling the listeners. Look it up.
Okay.
Yeah. All right, should we get on with our next story?
Sure.
Jazelle.
What do you think of Jazelle and Joaquin? You like this relationship?
I do. And I like that she in my eyes, is twisting the knife with Tom.
Oh, yeah. I mean, so obviously her and Tom, they've been divorced for some time now, both living totally different lives. Tom has been posting like shirtless, fishing,
He
hot
looks good.
body.
Oh, my
He
God.
has been working out,
He's
doing
never looked
all
better.
the right things.
Has he ever looked better?
No,
No.
he definitely looks good right now.
Right.
Because you're single though, right? Like usually you look your best when you're single, and when you're wifed up or in a relationship, you start getting a little tubby.
Yeah, like who
Who cares? Like they
cares?
love you for you usually. And
Until
so,
they divorce and then get with the jiu-jitsu guy.
I feel like you, when you were single, looked completely different to what you look like right now.
I've always
Poor
kind of
Aaron.
I've kind of always looked the same, actually, Charlie.
No, Charlie, I've seen you with short hair. Believe it or not, Charlie's had short hair before.
I have.
Okay,
Different
okay.
Era.
All right, moving on. So Jazelle was spotted on a romantic getaway in Costa Rica. You know, her and Tom have that vacation home in Costa Rica. She's always there. She's been there with Joaquin, but this time they're kissing on the beach. She's pregnant, obviously, with his baby. Very different from what Tom Brady's life is like right now.
Oh, totally. And I mean, I kind of think that these shots of her kissing Joaquin, the pap in me,
Yeah.
they look set up. Like the
But
pap's
also, like, every paparazzi knows where this vacation house is. They've gotten photos
Right.
of them there for years.
but this paparazzi is sitting on the sand.
Yeah, I
taking-
would too.
Yep, taking photos of them as they stroll along, as Giselle does all these stretches, like showing the belly and
Yeah.
kissing. So whether or not it was set up, Giselle knew the paparazzi was there.
What is that? What is the point there, though? If she knew
Twist
they were there.
the knife. You are at our vacation spot. If I'm being Tom Brady here, you're at our vacation spot, the place we visited every year after the football season was done.
Yeah.
The place where we celebrated we renewed our vows there.
Yeah.
This is still me being Tom. And now you take your new baby daddy there for like free maternity shots on the
Yeah.
beach. She is trying to get at him, and judging by what he's posting of him shirtless with the fish and everything,
With the fish.
he's trying to get at her too. I think that these guys don't like each other.
I totally have a different take. I don't think they care. I think they both
Okay.
have moved on. I think, Tom hired Joaquin to be the jujitsu
I
instructor
know.
for the kids.
It hurts.
He knows him. I think he likes him. I think he's cool.
Now?
Yeah.
Oh, what?
Yeah. I think he's like,
He likes
I
him
think
now?
he probably thinks, you know what? My ex and I didn't work out. She wanted me to quit football or whatever, but he's a good dude.
What are you basing that on?
I don't know. I think like he could have fired him. He never did.
But it's too late. He's already banging your wife. Like,
Yeah, but
she had hired him from a different position.
If he was pissed and wanted to be petty, he hired him. He could have fired him.
Yeah,
he
but-
didn't. Instead, he's like, go ahead, go take the kids with Joaquin, which they have,
If
to
you
Costa
think
Rica.
the GOAT is cool with another guy swooping in and impregnating
Well,
his
we don't
wife,
know like what the timeline is.
there's no way Tom's happy with this.
I don't think he cares.
Okay.
He's getting a different girl every night right now.
I would hope so for his sake.
And don't you know what they say? They say when you've hooked up with a hot person for so many years or so many times, you're over it. It doesn't like the photos like this, they don't do anything for you because
Oh.
you're like, oh, been there, done that.
Completely disagree.
I don't know. Maybe they got the ick of each other. And once you have the ick, you don't
It's
care.
done. Maybe Tom should get with Sabrina Carpenter.
That would be weird.
I could see it kind of.
I could see him with Kim Kardashian. But
That's
people have
old
been
now.
saying that for years and it never
It's
happened.
too old now. Get with the young hot thing. And I think he could stand a
You don't
chance.
think she's a little young for him?
He's a hot goat. Hot goats get hot young things.
I'd like to see him with like a mature woman.
Okay. Like you.
Am I mature?
Yeah.
You
And
know,
then some.
I will say, I have it on camera too because you can hear it in the background. Someone asked me last night if I was 22 years old.
Oh, it must have been
It
in the
was
dark.
actually, it was outside. in the
Okay,
dark.
okay. All right, on to our final story. Judge Mathis.
This guy's always up to no good.
Is he up to no good? He's a judge.
Yes. He's got like a history of like, I don't know, bad
Run-ins.
history.
Oh, I did not
Remember
know
he
that.
like spit on somebody? Like there was like all these allegations of him. Like he's hot-headed.
Okay.
Yeah.
That might change things because Judge Mathis, he's being sued for allegedly threatening to shoot a city worker. So the city worker went round with his dump truck, Ricardo Acosta, and this was in July 23.
Mhm.
And apparently the dump truck blocked Mathis's driveway and he was trying to get out and there was some sort of altercation, and then it got so heated that this guy who's suing Judge Mathis says Judge went inside, got his gun, came out and was like saying, threatening to bust a cap if he continued to fuck with him. This is what all the allegation is. Now, the judge has a different side of things, obviously. He's saying this guy was blocking, he was being a nuisance. I told him that I do carry a weapon, so he, but I never brandished anything. You're allowed to tell someone you own a gun and it be legal.
Yeah.
But if you brandish something and show it off, that is illegal.
Oh.
So that's where the story differs. I don't know if there's ring camera footage or anything from around there.
You think he's going to release that?
Not if he brandished something.
Yeah, right.
So it's just funny for, I think, a judge to get into such a sticky situation.
Well, also, it's just kind of in a way, I know it was like a dump truck in front of his house, but in a way, it's like LA road rage. Like when you're trying to leave, you're trying to go somewhere, you think you're the center of the world. Haven't you ever been in a rush to be somewhere and you're zooming around people, you're like, get the F out of the way or whatever, you're pissed.
Waving your gun out the window. Haven't you been there?
Maybe not that, but
Right.
I just feel like there's something about LA when you come here and you're inconveniencing people on the road. Oh no, it can get nasty real fast.
If a judge says something, if there's no evidence about this, right, and there's no video, and it's just the judge's word against this Ricardo Acosta, is a judge's word more likely to be believed because he's a judge?
No, because he has a history of being a hothead.
Okay, very well.
And also, how sad. It's the holidays now, and it's a sweet dump truck guy. I get he probably shouldn't have been blocking the driveway, but I do want to see a little bit more. Could Judge Mathis just gone over his lawn?
Yeah.
Go around.
I mean, who knows what to believe, but, these city power people probably deal with angry neighbors and stuff.
All the
Get
time.
out of my way.
All the time.
All the time. So they probably have, he's probably accustomed to this sort of thing.
Yeah.
I just think maybe, the judge lost his cool. But if he really did,
someone's trying to do his job, let the guy do his job. He's obviously trying to clean up the area, clean up the community. I mean, I'm team dump truck on this.
I wonder if Judge Mathis will get his own case. Is that possible?
I guess it is.
I guess it's not.
Is it?
I think he's a TV judge. I think it'd be weird if he's
true.
He runs from the standing up at the bench.
I'd love Judge Judy to judge his case.
That would be fine.
That would be good.
Okay, let's read out some of the comments.
All right. So for the Sabrina Carpenter, Barry Keoghan breakup, Nicole said, this just proves that a man will still cheat on you even if you're the bag. He's now lost the bag. It's true. It does. I mean, we all saw this with Beyonce, right? With the whole elevator fight, alleged cheating. If Beyonce could get cheated on, anybody could get cheated. It doesn't matter how beautiful, smart, successful, rich. Doesn't matter any of that. Men will be dogs.
Will women not be dogs? I think women will be dogs too.
No, I think
or bitches.
General,
I think isn't that what you call them?
Bitches. I think in general, women are known to be more, I don't know.
Philanderous?
No, is that the right word? No, we're known to be less cheating. Cheaters.
But for every man cheating, it's cheating with a woman. You know what I mean? Unless he's.
But that doesn't mean the woman's cheating.
I mean, yeah.
I didn't say we're not snaky.
Yeah, I know.
We can be snaky for sure.
True, you can.
Men cheat often.
Yeah, men.
And we shouldn't normalize that.
No, it's not good.
Be faithful.
Be faithful.
And if you want to go cheat, just break up with the person you're with. I don't know why that's so hard for people.
Simple, isn't it?
So simple.
Sometimes people like being naughty, I think.
Okay, well then take your naughty excursion elsewhere.
I agree, but I think that sometimes people enjoy getting away with something like that.
Then they need therapy.
Agreed.
Okay, all right. For the Jazelle story about Jazelle versus Tom Brady, Terry Jones says, I think Jazelle is rubbing her happiness in Tom's face.
Yeah, 100%.
But at the same time, I'm glad she's happy.
I'm glad she's happy, but you didn't have to do your maternity shoot at our place.
Well, I mean, imagine being in possibly a horrible marriage, which she didn't want to be in that marriage, right? We know she didn't want to be in that marriage. So good for her to get a second lease on life.
Mm-hmm.
And then a couple miscellaneous comments. David Salvador. David, you're always commenting. Thank you for tuning in all the time, David. You're so loyal. David said, good morning, everyone. And my favorite TMZ host, we missed you yesterday.
David would never cheat on our podcast, would he?
No, I don't think so.
He's so loyal.
He's loyal. David's loyal.
He's not listening to Perez Hilton or like
No,
Daily Mail
no.
does something.
Right.
He's TMZ all out. That's great.
Joe Brandonopoulos said, get a life, dorks.
Trying.
I don't think I've ever been called a dork before.
You know what a dork is? This was like a fun fact in
Oh,
like
the
school.
male penis.
Whale's penis.
Oh, that's what I said.
I think you
Isn't
said
it?
male.
Whale's
Well,
penis.
yeah, a male whale.
Okay, like what is this, second grade?
Yeah, a sperm whale.
Did you also hear that rumor in like elementary that like Marilyn Manson removed a rib to like
Yeah, I did
give
hear that.
himself? Like, why was that a rumor in elementary?
And how did that rumor make it to Australia?
Yeah.
That is bizarre.
Yeah, right? From LA to Australia, it was global.
It was
a
a global rumor.
rumor.
And we still don't know if it's true or not.
No, I need him to comment on it.
Okay, thank you, Charlie.
Thank you, Charlie.
And we'll see you guys here tomorrow.
Bye.